Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige. This is Seeking Alexandria. This is also the second time I've shot this intro because I forgot to hit that little button on the back of the camera that says like record, but that doesn't matter now because now it's on and I double checked to make sure it's on. My face got real close to the camera. It was real cute. So today, as I'm sure you guessed from the title, we have all the swatches to discuss from this Marc Jacobs The Wild One Eye-Conic palette. This is the unicarton, matches the sexiness of the package. On the back of it here, what it says is, provocative pops and tantalizing textures, plush performance, go wild, 4 fashion finishes, velvet, satin, silk, and lame, whatever the hell that means. I don't even know if that's how you say it, so I'm a hick, who cares. Now, it does say on the front here, it is a multi-finish 20 eyeshadow palette. They are 0.028 ounces, so these are very small pans. Yet again, which you'll see in a second, they are, oh my god, they are just a hair bigger than the ones I discussed in this Charlotte Tilbury guy where the pans were very small. Again, on average, the only one that's comparable in size to these pans are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are also around 0.02 to 0.03. Your standard is right around 0.05 with the Urban Decay palettes and things of that nature. Those are pretty standard sizes. All brands do kind of shift around a little depending on, you know, quality, quantity, the brand, all that kind of stuff. So it's not so much like where foundation standard is, you know, 1.0 ounces for liquid, or, you know, 0.035 to 0.5 for stick, and so on and so forth. It does vary, you know, decently, but I've seen everything from 0.02 to like, you know, 0.8 or 0.08. You know, I've seen there's quite a large mixture as far as what the amount of product is inside of a pan. Now, all of that being said, remember that in that big order I placed from Sephora, now if you've seen a lot of my videos in the last week or so, you've heard me talk about this a couple times, and you'll hear me talk about it a couple more, because this was one of the guys, this was horribly damaged, and spoiler alert, another product that I have to talk about, whoop, whoop, which I wasn't going to tell you about, but it is the Viseart Golden Hour palette. I'm going to be discussing that, but they both arrived very, very damaged, and after I cleaned it up and did like, you know, an hour's worth of work to this palette, and yes, I contacted Sephora, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I was able to clean these up to be relatively, you know, seeable, and where they didn't all look like complete garbage. So those are the shades. And then this is this huge, beautiful mirror, you guys. I'm obsessed with this mirror. And I love, like, I don't know, there's just something about this palette that I really enjoy. And I was swatching all of these shadows, and holy crap, are these some of the creamiest. They have like just a tiny amount of fallout. There's not none. Again, like in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, there was like little to no, or basically no fallout. And I don't like a palette with no fallout. I didn't enjoy this palette, these shadows. Again, spoiler alert, but I just was not a huge fan of this palette. But these were different. These Marc Jacobs were so creamy to the touch. Like, I literally, I can't believe how creamy some of these pigments were. As far as the different finishes go, some of them were a little chunky as far as like the glittery side goes, so I think that has a lot to do with the finishes that they're talking about. But I felt the best thing to do would be to scooch my chair in and then hump my way toward the camera. That looks cute. But I thought it would be good to go ahead, give you guys the up-close swatches, discuss them, put them on our eyes, talk about the is it a good deal, is it not kind of arrangement. This palette is $99, so holy shit, let's get that out of the way because I about had a heart attack. I was like, $100 damn for a zebra palette? What are we talking about over here? Marc Jacobs, you got some splaining to do because that's expensive. But Marc Jacobs is also, you know, a higher end brand, so that's something too. Let's just zoom in and do some swatches. Now, when I swatched these, I went the wrong way into the palette, so these numbers aren't going to make much sense. But this is shade number 1, Paper Tiger. It is skin toned. Shade 5, 9 Lives. Not going to tell you the colors anymore. This is annoying. Sheepish. Oh, look at that reflect. Oh my god. Early Bird. White Elephant. Nest Egg. Lion's Share. Oh. Chameleon. Hen Party. Funny Bunny. Golden Fleece. Oh my god. Catfight. Dog and Pony, Bullseye, Peacocky, that's great. Foxy, Freebird, oh, that's so beautiful. Bearish, Catcall, and Crow's Nest. And that is the entire Marc Jacobs palette. Yes, girl, yes. And by the way, what I meant by saying I went in the wrong direction, which I didn't realize until literally right then, was that they numbered these palettes going 1, 2, 3 and going this way, and I swatched them in this row, like this fashion. And that's why if you're looking at it or like reading along and you're like, what the hell did she do? That's what I did. I swatched them going across and not down because I think that's weird. And that's just like the way that my little fingers dove right into the little pan. You don't always have time to consult your brain when your fingers just want to play with the shadows. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and P.S. one thing that we're like, two things we're just like not gonna, you know, discuss is like, I don't know, whatever the hell is going on my chin with this little bastard. Oh, don't get me started. And this brow, by the way, like, do you see? This brow is just like, oh, hi, what's up? Like, you want to hang out? And then this brow is just like, nope, fuck you. Like, oh, okay, cool. I wanted one like ridiculously looking brow and then one that's like like this one's like not horrible, and then I tried to match this one to that one and it was like, just kidding, let's just puke on my face. That's great, cool. So we're just like, we're gonna talk about them and then we're like not gonna talk about them again, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a little bit sore on this subject because my brows have been doing all right lately, and then now this little bastard thinks that he can just like do what he wants because he's like a free brow. I don't think so. You still live on my face, you live under my rules. Okay, so let's prep and prime our eyes. We got the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer, and we're gonna like smear this on a face. Now, okay, while I do this, do I think that $100 for this palette is insanely expensive? Yes. And especially if you consider, like, again, if you're gonna compare high-end to high-end, the Charlotte Tilbury, that's part of the reason I left this guy out. This was a $75 palette, and you got, it was $369. You got 12 shades that are smaller than these, and this one had 12 or 20 that are bigger. It's $25 more. You know, we're kind of talking high-end for high-end here, and just off of the swatches alone, I already prefer the Marc Jacobs one. I know that one of you went through my entire Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think she's a subscriber, but some girl went through my entire like comment section on my Charlotte Tilbury palette, and they were like, I don't know why this girl does not know why to like this palette. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And like, I actually laughed really loud because I think that that's part of like what I love best about makeup, and I've said this 100 times. Like, I'm glad that she loves it, and I'm glad it worked for her, and I'm glad that she's super passionate about it. I did not have those feelings, so leave me the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? It was not good for me. It did not work for me, and that's kind of like end of the story. So I feel like, you know, it's cool if you guys don't like it or whatever, but like, you should probably like calm the hell down. Like, did you create the palette? Is that Charlotte Tilbury all creeping up on my page? I don't think so. So calm down. It's all good. We don't all have to love what each other loves. That's not how this works. We don't all marry the same people. We don't all have the same brothers. Otherwise, we'd be having all kinds of weird fingers and toes going on. Now that we got that weird out of the way, I'm going to start by going in with this white shade up here all over the lid because I want me to have some bright ass eyes today, honey. And we are going to do this, and we are going to do it right. Now, I will say, me and white shadows, I have a very hard time with white shadows because I feel like every time I put them on, they're either not like a true ass white, or they are just like so thin. Like, I put them on and I don't ever get any good color, and it pisses me off. Wow. Okay, so this one's pretty. I like how I just say all of my hate shade about white shadows, and then look at that. Oh my God, do you want to be my friend? Okay, that might have been a little too white. I probably should have went with the flesh toned one. You know, hindsight's always 20/20 on my channel. Oh well, screw it. I definitely screwed up my eyeshadow yesterday, so like, what's 2 days? Come on now. And my voice, oh my God, you guys, I played my voice back from one of my other videos that I did yesterday. And I was just like, what in the actual hell? And it's because I'm still getting over this like cold thing, and I feel a lot better, but it's just like my voice sounds so raspy that I'm just like, I sound like, I feel like I sound like I smoked 20 packs of cigarettes in the last week, and I didn't, but that's what it sounds like. It's not cute. I sound like a jazz player. By the way, apparently in my mind, that's what jazz people sound like. I apologize to the jazz community. All right, now, what do we want to do for a crease? I think the safest way to go is to go with this guy right here, which is also this little guy right here, second one in on the top row. I'm going to hit that, bump that into the crease, and see what we get. It's almost concerning because it looked like for a second there it had like a gray-brown undertone, and I was kind of like, no, I don't want this. But I'm kind of hoping that when mixed with the white, it doesn't cast that anymore. Anyway, I don't know why that just popped into my head. Anybody else love it when people try to convince you that you should like something? Like, no man, it's the best. No, really, it's the best. And I'm over here like, good, I'm glad you like it. Now leave me alone. Like, why are you trying to convince me I don't like, or I like something I don't like? Like, what the hell? And I think another part of it too is like, I test so much makeup, so it might seem like I'm being kind of bitchy about stuff, but like, I know pretty quickly what I like and what I don't like. And that's like a refinement of personal taste that comes with doing what I do every day. And you know, it doesn't mean that everyone that likes something is stupid. It just means I did not like it. Okay, problem solved. Next. I think next we're going to keep deepening up. Oh, well, maybe, yeah. You know what? I am going to go in a slightly unexpected decision here. I'm going to work this brown and this red in. So I'm going to start buffing this brown and this red into the crease to see if I can start deepening up this eye. You know, the one that we put white all over. Whoops. These shadows are, seriously, they blend out so stinking easily. This is so nice. I'm still struggling with that price tag. Like, the struggle bus is really pumping the brakes for this guy. And like, no, my opinion is not altered by the fact that mine arrived damaged. I know that that has no bearing on the product. Duh. Just, you know, before haters like creep out of the woodwork and they're like, you just don't like yours because it arrived dirty. No, that's actually not true. I definitely don't mind that mine arrived dirty. Or you get the people that are like, you are just not sophisticated enough for this palette. And I'm just over here like, bitch, I don't claim to be sophisticated. I'm wearing a Dunder Mifflin hoodie right now. Like, leave me alone. I don't need your sophistication in my life. Oh, girl, just the tiniest bit of that red. Oh my god, we are popping. Like, girl, just look at that. Why are you so far away? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want you real close to this brow and this whatever the hell. But, like, look at that red. Oh my god. Okay, that's how you know you've been, like, watching Patrick Star for one too many minutes. Is when you start going, oh my god, or whatever the hell. Like, seriously, I catch myself doing so many what I call starisms that I'm just like, what is going on in my life? But I also love him because he's so freaking real and hilarious. He reminds me so much of me in like almost the spastic sense of like his personality in that sense. Like Tati reminds me of me in like the reviewing sense, and then his personality is very similar to mine. And I love it so much. I think it was him I was watching, and he said something along the lines of like, he was setting his, you know, concealer and foundation and stuff. And he had two with him, like two setting powders. And he picks up the Laura Mercier. He goes, this one's for under the eyes. And then we hit this Airspun all over the face. Why? Girl, because we can't afford to be putting that Laura Mercier all over our face. And I died. I was like, yep, that's me. You got it. Like, you put that quality where the hell it matters, son. Oh my god, you guys. These shadows are stupid easy to work with. Okay, now. For the exciting part, I have the red going. I am like really torn between these two like reflex colors. Where are they in my palette? This is where I'm not good at life. It's like 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 5, 6, where the hell are you? Like, I can't find it in my palette. 1, 2, and I end up counting down my arm. This is what you don't see on camera, is I go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, like, and I have to find it in the palette because I'm inept, and apparently I have a really hard time doing life. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sure you thought I was kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's this one. Ooh, I love it. 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, I love this one too. Oh my god. Oh, guys. Seriously. Like, so, but I literally touched my finger into these. That's all. And now I'm, like, dead. I'm just, can't even handle my life. So I think what I want to do is go in with this, like, shape-shifty one. Right, I really hope this pan doesn't fall out. But this guy right here is, like, literally a shift. It's the one on the bottom right now. The top one is, like, straight red. And then the bottom one shifts to blue. And I'm just like, hello, do you want to be my best friend? Because I'm pretty sure you do. And even after the swatches, like, look at that. Oh, my god. I don't know how to live. Okay, except I do need to get that off of me. Otherwise, we're going to wear it everywhere. Like, by the time I'm done with a swatch video, just so you guys know, my entire side right here is, like, covered in the swatches from me just, like, hi-ho, running through the desert over here. And then I, like, get this, like, all over this. And then I'm covered in, like, everything. And it's a minute. And, don't worry, though. Dunder Mifflin Paper Co. don't care. Dude, I was like, wait, okay, Paige, focus on what you're doing. What were you doing? Oh, yeah, glitter glue. I always put down glitter glue. It's not really a glitter, it's just more of a sheen. But when I swatched it, there were a couple little chunks in there, and I don't want to take any chances wearing this because right now I have literally no fallout from the rest of the colors I've put on my face. So I'm like, hey Paige, how about we not take chances? I'm not doing that. Okay, can we just talk about how beautiful that shade is? Like, let's look at my finger. Can you see how stunning that looks? Like, and that's what was just left on my finger. That's the pigment we're talking about, people. Oh my God. Okay, girl, that came from me about that Charlotte Tilbury palette. Yeah, you tell me. Oh my God, so pretty. Okay, now we're gonna finish up the edges because now it looks very disproportionate. So we definitely need to add a little something, something to like the outsides to deepen this business up. And I'm gonna go in with this deep brown. It is right here. It's a very nice, like deep, super rich, almost chocolate brown. But I'm pretty sure that setting just a little bit of this down on the outside will really help focus in the look I am going for. Oh my God, you guys. I have been loving dark fall eyes. Oh my God, so much. Oh, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Oh. Okay, now I want to take what's a great like highlight shade. Normally I would say, okay, you know what? Let's try that white shade because that was very white. I wonder what that will look like as a brow bone highlight. Okay, do I hate that as a brow bone highlight? No, I'm not living for it, and I'm really not living for it on the inner corners either. So I'll probably address that with a different highlight. I do want to take, just because like I can't stop putting my fingers in this palette, I want to take just a smidge of this yellowy shimmer kind of color on my finger, just like, oh, that's very pigmented. Like, oh my good Lord, honey, it's this guy right here. Holy shizzer. I want to, shizzer? Okay. I want to take just a tiny, tiny little amount of that as I tap my finger off. That's cute. And pop it right in the center just for like a little zhuzhing, but like nothing over the top. I say that like this eye is not already over the top. That is so beautiful. Okay, and like I know that we've come to the conclusion, at least I have, my eyes are not the kind of eyes that can carry like a halo eye or like that pop in the center very well. I do it because I like it. So I realize that it's not like the best idea for my eye shape, but I still do it every once in a while because I'm like, damn, I'm fancy. And I really don't care because I like it. So realizing that, just, you know, like out of the way, internet, I understand. Now, what do I want to do on my lower lash line? You know, I think I'm just honestly going to take a little bit of that red that I put on my upper lid and then smoke it out with that same shimmer shade, just like a tiny little bit, because I don't want it to be super intense, but I also want to pay, you know, the bottom lashes their due as well. Okay, and of course when I said I just wanted to smoke out the lower lash line, I meant I wanted to take it, put it in the inner corner, and just rub it everywhere. Guys, let me go ahead, let me finish my face up. I will come back on, we will do some final thoughts, but I'm going to keep touching my eyes if I don't finish them. So let me finish them, and give me just a second. So if you ever had one of those minutes where you're like putting everything on your face, and you're like, yep, putting my lashes on, nope, those aren't going to work, so you toss those. You put on another pair. Well, they're on, but they look like shit. And then you're like, oh, lipstick. You try on like 13 different lipsticks. This one's probably all over my teeth. And you're like, I hate all of these. So finally, I just stopped and I was like, Paige, we're going to stop. We're going to turn the camera back on. And we're just going to be like, listen, guys, this is real life. And real life says that, yeah, I really just had like zero luck today. So this is what we ended up with. Love it. Thank you, world. So my final thoughts, that reminds me, I should probably get these off my arm. One last look at these sexy devils. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave them there. I like them. I'm going to leave them there because I'm just such a hopeless romantic between me and my swatches. My thought, oh, and what's on my lips? Oh, glad you asked. I went in with an obnoxiously ridiculous thick coat of this NYX Lingerie Lippy. This is in the shade something. French Maid. This is in the shade French Maid. And at first, I really liked it. And then, like, I was like, no, that's not what I want. I need some more shine. Well, then I went in with the Sigma Pink Lotus, like, shimmery, glimmery top coat. I'm not a huge fan of that. And then I don't know why I thought the two products that weren't sitting comfortably would be a great combination, but now I have a lot of things on my lips that are not, like, they look very pretty, but it looks not like what I was going for, and then my eyes look kind of funny, and I'm just like, ugh. So let's just not focus on my face, and let's just focus on this palette. And by the way, I do love the way I threw on some fakies, that's cute, some fake lashes, and I do love the way that these eyes turned out. I'm obsessed. I think what I really love about this palette, and I think one of the things that has really set this apart for me, is that the glimmery, shimmery kind of shades that they included are some that are very wearable and some that are fun. I'm not gonna lie, my first initial reaction when I looked at this was, I almost don't want to say this, I honestly didn't think this would be wearable. I honestly didn't think I would like it. I was like, this is overpriced. This is not the kind of thing I would want in my repertoire. And that's part of the reason I wanted to try it, was because I like experimenting with things that I don't think I'm gonna like. And so I am like a proud person that says, like, I was really wrong. These creamy shadows right here, like these, even this matte shadow, I can't believe this swatch right here would have literally wrapped around my entire arm. Side note, I'm a big girl, I got big arms, and it would have wrapped all the way around. Their swatches were so beautiful, so creamy. These shadows are so high quality and high pigment. Like, I touch my finger in it, I have enough for a swatch. They are just so beautiful. And as far as it being high-end, being expensive, I would 100%, hands down, rather spend $99 on this than $8.75 on this Charlotte Tilbury one. This did not have the quality or the pigmentation in it that I really look for or enjoy. This, on the other hand, had everything and then some. I really liked this palette, you guys, and I kind of went into this, like I said, like, no, I'm not going to like this. I don't want to spend, no, and I really like it. And that's like with all the work I had to put into like cleaning it up because it arrived damaged. And I still really like it. And I thought that would put a little salty taste in my mouth, and it didn't. Are we sure there's none on my teeth? No, there's not. God, all right. It is like traveling to the outer banks of my mouth, though. That looks like I ate a popsicle and it like got everywhere. It's cute, Paige. It's real cute. So, whatever. Anyways, you guys, my final thoughts on this. I really like it. I actually do. I want to say I do actually recommend this. And if you're looking for something in a more luxurious, you know, price range, this is your guy. Do I think you need it? Absolutely not. What is that? Oh my god, I can't wait to take this lipstick off. It feels so chunky. What is going on in my life? Chunks everywhere. Ugh. Okay. Sorry guys. I'll try to get through this. It's nothing that I would be like, you have to have this, run for the hills, go get it right now, but I seriously enjoyed it. And so if you're looking for something in a higher price point, you really want to experiment maybe with luxurious kind of quality, I think this would be worth checking out. That being said though, I also have not checked out the Viseart palette yet, and I've heard this is insanely high quality as well. So be on the lookout for that review because it's coming down the pike here very soon. But as far as this one, this is definitely, I 100% approve this. I like it a lot. I think it's good. And I don't really think there's anything else that I need to say other than that, you guys. So be sure to check down below for all my social media handles and all that good stuff because that's very important. That's where you want to be. Me on Facebook, I finally created it. Get it moving, guys. Come on, what's taking so long? Like, let's be real. Wow, these lashes feel so annoying right now. Oh my god. But they look, like, everything looks so pretty. I can't, as far as the eyes go, like, I can't fault it because it looks really nice. Like, I mean, isn't that pretty? Yes, this lash is crooked. This lash went on and it was just like, boop. Oh, God. Okay, great. This one went on and it was like, it was like a Jurassic Park style alligator coming at my eye. I was like, well, that's fun. Thank you for nothing. So anyways, you guys all have a great day, night, weekend, whatever, and thanks for hanging out with me today. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. You already know because that's what we do here in social media. We tell people what to do with our stuff to try and, you know, move it along in the world because that's appropriate now. I don't understand it. Don't know why I do it. I never started doing it. I don't know why I started doing it. Whatever. Reflection time is not right now. Gotta go. Got stuff to film. Talk to you guys all later. Bye. Marc Jacobs. Okay, seriously, liberate me from this lipstick right now. Liberate it, get it off my face. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Oh my god. It looks so bad, but it is off my face. Child. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, amazing, just the way you are. And you see your smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, amazing, just the way you are. Just the way you are. Her doesn't mind that her sister's tone deaf.